Good afternoon, Guardians, and welcome to episode 12 of This Week in Destiny. In this show, we'll cover some of the Trials of Osiris features that were unveiled, we'll go over the Bungie weekly update and check out the teaser for tomorrow's unveiling, and finally wrap up with the community spotlight. All this and more is coming your way right after this quick word on our partner, DestinyLFG.com. Those of you who have seen our Vault of Glass and Courtesan raid guides should already be familiar with this great site, but if you're not, I'd highly recommend checking it out. Just head over to DestinyLFG.com and experience what is by far the easiest way to form or find groups for various raids, strikes, and other activities. So, another week means another unveiling for the House of Wolves expansion according to Bungie's streaming schedule. Last week we covered their reveal of the Reef Zone, and this time we're going to discuss the new Trials of Osiris mode, which was shown off this past Wednesday. First, let's take another quick look at the announcement trailer for this new mode just to get your head in the right place.
Come, test yourself in the trials. Find the way through the darkness.
Alright, so based on that, the community has correctly predicted that the Trials of Osiris is a 3 vs 3 hardcore PvP mode, and just as with Destiny's other PvP modes, I use the term hardcore somewhat liberally. Though it's pretty clear that the Trials of Osiris mode is meant to attract players who want a more quote-unquote hardcore experience in Destiny's PvP, Bungie is of course very quick to point out that everyone should jump in the mode and have fun with it. Again, I'll be reserving any final judgments until it actually comes out and I can play it, which I believe the 22nd of May is the first day it's available. I just hope it doesn't turn into another Iron Banner fiasco where it's marketed as like a ultra hardcore where levels matter and you better be fully geared or face the consequences, and then we end up having montages by like level 1s who go in with a starter rifle and wreck shop. They have since made some adjustments to the Iron Banner, of course, and I hope that they've taken that even further with the Trials of Osiris. So the way the system works kind of reminds me of Hearthstone, which is another one of Activision's franchises. So in Hearthstone you pay a certain amount of money up front, which buys you a ticket, and then you continually play matches on that ticket until you either win 12 or lose 3. And once you're done you get rewards based on how many wins you've accrued before losing 3 matches. Now in Destiny it appears that the Trials of Osiris is going to work pretty much the exact same way. You spend money up front to purchase a passage which grants you access to the Trials of Osiris playlist. You then play matches with your fire team until you either lose 3 or win 9 and get rewards based on how well you did. Now at this point is where Bungie starts to add in some of those catch-up mechanics to aid players who may be lower skilled. You can purchase items from Brother Vance, the leader of the Trials of Osiris, called Passage Coins. These coins will unlock benefits for your fire team in the mode. The 2 examples they gave are forgiving your first loss or counting your first win twice. It's unclear whether or not there will be different types of coins in the future, but those are the 2 that they showed off so far. So after completing a run through the trials, you then take a trip to Vance Refrigeration and see what items you're eligible to buy with your win-loss ratio. Oh, and also Bungie announced that there will be no matchmaking that allows you to queue solo and find a group. You'll need to bring your own friends. If you're like me and everyone hates you, I'd again recommend checking out DestinyLFG.com where people can't tell how bad you are until it's too late. So that pretty much covers the Trials of Osiris reveal stream, which was an hour long and shortened to about a minute and a half in this episode. The next stream to look out for is tomorrow, May 6th at 11 AM Pacific Standard Time, which will show off the Prison of Elders. Or if you'd rather just skip that and get the TLDR version, we'll cover all of that in next week's episode here on Raid Leader TV. From what we know so far, the Prison of Elders is supposed to be some kind of 3-player cooperative mode, perhaps a horde mode of some sort. It's supposed to be a replacement for the new raid in the expansion, so whatever it is, I hope it's good. There's really no point to speculate past that, since that'll be unveiled tomorrow.
Welcome to Prison of Elders. Prepare for combat. Fight. Kill. Survive.
In Bungie's weekly update, they showed off a new t-shirt for the victims of the Nepal earthquake. It looks pretty cool, and 100% of the profits from those shirt sales will be donated to relief charities in the area. Now, from what I could find, Bungie does not actually mention which charities they'll be donating to, but if you want to help a good cause, I would definitely recommend picking up a shirt because they look pretty rad. Now then, let's round off the episode with this week's Community Spotlight. Couple things caught my eye this week. The first is this collection of Destiny panorama shots created by Century Eagle. That sentence took me a while to record, I'll be honest. Some of them are quite striking and would make an excellent background for your 2800 by 1200 monitor. This one's probably my favorite. The other spotlight for this week would have to be YouTuber Bomber FD's solo Crotozend guides. It seems like just a few months ago I had made a series of guides for how to beat the raid with 6 people, and now there's guides for doing it alone. The times they are changing. Bomber provides some excellent narration in a style that I'm sure you'll love if you enjoyed my own deep-voiced monotone Crotozend guides.
Think right away, and you're going to swing twice.
The link to these videos and everything else discussed in this episode can be found in the video description below. For any comments, questions, or suggestions, hit me up on Twitter at RaidLeaderTV, and if you missed last week's episode, you can find it right here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday on Raid Leader TV.